It was 2:47 a.m. on a rainy Tuesday in Seattle when I first realized my life had been hijacked. My phone buzzed relentlessly on the nightstand, pulling me from a dream where I was pitching my groundbreaking app to a room full of Silicon Valley sharks. Groggy, I swiped open the notification. A TechCrunch alert. Revolutionary AI-powered mental health app, MindMend, secures $10 million in seed funding, led by visionary entrepreneur Alex Rivera. My heart stopped. That wasn't just any app. That was my app. Every feature, every algorithm, every pixel-perfect interface I'd poured my soul into for 2 years. Stolen. And the thief? My so-called best friend, the one I trusted with my prototypes. As thunder cracked outside my window, I whispered to the empty room, "You have no idea what's coming, Alex." This wasn't just theft. This was war. My name is Mia Thompson, and at 22, I was the girl everyone in my Seattle tech meetup group called the Prodigy. Growing up in a cramped apartment in Tacoma with a single mom who worked double shifts at a diner, I learned early that ideas were my ticket out. No fancy college degree for me. I bootstrapped my way through online coding boot camps, freelancing gigs on Upwork, and late-night hacks at local coffee shops. By 20, I'd built my first app, a simple habit tracker that got featured on the App Store. But MindMend? That was my masterpiece. It started as a personal project. I'd lost my dad to depression when I was 12. He'd hidden it so well, smiling through the pain until one day he didn't come home. The system failed him. Therapists were booked out months, apps were clunky and impersonal. So I dreamed up MindMend, an AI chatbot that used natural language processing to detect early signs of mental health crises, integrated with wearable data from smartwatches to monitor biometrics like heart rate variability. It wasn't just talk therapy, it connected users anonymously to peer support groups, flagged emergencies to local hotlines, and even suggested micro-interventions like breathing exercises tailored to your mood. I'd coded the beta myself, scraping together funds from a GoFundMe campaign that hit $5,000 from sympathetic strangers online. The UI was sleek, intuitive, pastel blues and greens to evoke calm, with gamified rewards for consistent check-ins. That's where Alex came in. We met at a Women in Tech mixer in downtown Seattle, the kind where free kombucha flows and everyone pretends they're one pitch away from unicorn status. Alex Rivera was 25, charming as hell, with that polished Ivy League vibe, Harvard dropout, they claimed, though I later learned it was more like flunked out. Non-binary, with a sharp undercut and tattoos peeking from their collared shirts, Alex had this magnetic energy. "I'm all about disrupting the status quo," they'd say, flashing a grin that made you believe it. We bonded over late-night ramen runs and brainstorming sessions at my tiny studio apartment. I showed them my wireframes, my code repos on GitHub. "This could change lives, Mia," Alex said one night, eyes wide. "Let me help you pitch it." Foolishly, I did. I shared everything. The proprietary algorithms I'd tweaked from open-source NLP models, the user data anonymization protocols to comply with HIPAA, even the marketing deck with projections showing how it could scale to millions of users. Alex introduced me to their network, a loose circle of angel investors and startup accelerators. But as weeks turned to months, the meetings dried up. Alex grew distant, canceling our co-working sessions with excuses about family stuff. I chalked it up to burnout. Until that TechCrunch article. The betrayal hit like a freight train. Alex had rebranded my app as MindMend. They'd even kept the name I doodled on a napkin and pitched it as their own. The article gushed. Rivera, a rising star in mental health tech, developed MindMend after a personal struggle with anxiety. Personal struggle? Alex had laughed off therapy as for weaklings during our talks. They'd secured funding from Vertex Ventures, one of the biggest VCs in the Bay Area, and were already hiring a team. My code, my vision, now powering their dream job as CEO of a hot new startup. I refreshed the page obsessively, reading comments from industry insiders. Game changer. Alex is a genius. My stomach churned. How had they pulled this off? Easy, I'd never patented it. As a broke indie developer, lawyers were a luxury I couldn't afford. For days I spiraled, curled up on my thrift store couch, binge watching true crime docs while ignoring calls from my mom. "Honey, fight back," she urged over the phone. "But how? Sue? With what money? Go public?" I'd look like a sore loser, and Alex's PR machine would bury me. No, I needed something smarter. Something that would expose them without destroying me. Revenge, the kind that simmers slow and strikes precise. I started digging. First, I created a burner account on LinkedIn and scoured Alex's profile. Gaps everywhere. That Harvard claim? A quick web search revealed they'd attended community college in Boston before dropping out. Their previous startups? Ghost companies with defunct websites. But the real gold was in their old Reddit posts, under a username I'd traced through a mutual friend's slip-up. Alex had bragged in r/entrepreneur about borrowing ideas from collaborators, calling it smart pivoting. One post even detailed a similar scam, lifting a friend's e-commerce platform and flipping it for quick cash. Patterns emerged. Alex wasn't a creator, they were a parasite. I needed proof. Posing as a freelance journalist, I emailed former colleagues listed on their resume. Most ghosted me but one. A guy named Jordan from a failed fintech venture, Bit. Over an encrypted Zoom call, he spilled. Alex stole my payment gateway code. Claimed it was open source. I couldn't prove it, so I walked away. He sent me diffs, code comparisons showing uncanny similarities. But it wasn't enough. I had to hit where it hurt. Their funding, their reputation, their dream job. Phase 2, infiltration. Alex was hosting a launch party for MindMend at a swanky venue in San Francisco's Soma district. Invites only, but I knew how to crash. I dyed my hair platinum blonde, swapped my hoodies for a sleek black dress from Goodwill, and forged a badge using a free online tool. Elena Vasquez, tech reporter for Innovate Daily, my name tag read. The event was buzzing. Investors in tailored suits, influencers snapping selfies, a live demo of Alex's app on a massive screen. I mingled, heart pounding, sipping club soda to stay sharp. That's when I met Lila Chin, Vertex Ventures' lead partner on the deal. Sharp-eyed, mid-40s, with a no-nonsense bob. "What do you think of MindMend?" she asked, cornering me by the hors d'oeuvres. I smiled sweetly. Innovative, but I've seen similar concepts. Ever check the origins? I dropped subtle hints, GitHub timestamps, code overlaps, without revealing myself. Lila's brow furrowed. "Send me details," she whispered, slipping me her card. But I wasn't done. During Alex's keynote, they demoed the app flawlessly, the crowd erupting in applause. Suspense built as I waited for my moment. I'd planted a seed earlier, an anonymous tip to a tech blogger friend about plagiarism concerns in MindMend. Midway through Q&A, the blogger stood up. "Alex, rumors are swirling that this isn't original work. Care to comment?" The room hushed. Alex stammered, baseless accusations from jealous competitors. But the damage was done. Whispers spread like wildfire. Back in Seattle, I escalated. Using Jordan's diffs and my own backups, I compiled a dossier, timestamps proving my code predated Alex's invention, emails where they'd asked for access, even a screenshot of them admitting in a private Slack, "Mia, your algo is gold. Mind if I tweak it for my side project?" I anonymized it and leaked it to TechCrunch via a Proton Mail account. The article dropped 48 hours later. MindMend funding in jeopardy amid plagiarism allegations. Vertex pulled out, citing due diligence failures. Other investors followed. Alex's dream job evaporated overnight, their CEO title stripped, the startup folding into bankruptcy proceedings. The fallout was poetic. Alex's LinkedIn flooded with backlash, job offers vanished. Last I heard, they were back in Boston, slinging coffee at a Starbucks, their visionary aura shattered. I relaunched my app as SoulSync, with proper patents this time, thanks to a pro bono lawyer hooked by my story. It hit 1 million downloads in 6 months, featured on Oprah's wellness list. But the real win? Knowing I'd turned theft into triumph. As I sit in my new office overlooking Puget Sound, phone buzzing with partnership offers, I think back to that rainy night. Revenge isn't about destruction, it's about reclamation. Alex stole my ideas, but I stole back my future. And in the cutthroat world of American innovation, that's the ultimate power move. If you're out there reading this, dreamer with a spark, protect your fire. Because thieves lurk in the shadows, but so does justice.